welcome to our podcast where we get to discuss local sports, in particular here the StarTimes Uganda Premier League. And with me here today is Magero Moses Mwanje, together with my colleague Ochieng Patrick Fred. It's been a while since we had this one, and I'm very happy to be back here with you. So, kicking off very quickly, the StarTimes Uganda Premier League, we are hitting the final bend. And what has been your best moment this season? Okay, I'm very sure there are 2 games to go. There will be a lot of things happening in these 2 games. But something that you pick out that was really outstanding from the StarTimes Uganda Premier League this season?
Let me first start by saying hello to our viewers out there. It has really been a while since we last interacted like this, and I'm happy we are back again with a lot of vigor now that we have almost 2 games left for the StarTimes Uganda Premier League to get done. For me, basically, if you ask me my best game this season, I think I have 2. The win of URA against KCCA and URA against Vipers, man. Those were the games for me this season because the magnitude and the flair that was in the game, the fire and everything that was in the game was a game worth watching. And those are the big games that we ought to look for in such games.
Aside from the magnitude and fire, you could talk about what is something that really stood out in this game? I mean, KCCA and URA. KCCA lost that one to URA 2-1 at Lugogo. But what is that something that really stood out in that one?
You see, KCCA had not lost any game the entire season. And URA had also not lost any away game. So it was a game really worth watching, it being that KCCA had beaten URA in the first round at Nambole, 1-0, a goal I remember scored by Awani in the dying minutes. I think it was 80-something. And here comes a coach who wants to have that sweet revenge. So he wants to come and revenge against a team that he lost to. He also had this, he did not want to lose his first away game. So you really see this is a game that all the players, the coaches, including the fans, were ready to come and watch. And for me, I think Kajimu was outstanding in the game because we saw him scoring the first goal, and then besides Kajimu, URA had Ojera. I'm sorry to say it, but URA outplayed KCCA the whole game. We had Ojera who was cutting through the KCCA defense like a razor blade. And URA that second penalty that Kajimu did not make a mistake to convert. Yeah,
you talk about outstanding in this one, but then I think special mention also goes to that game between Sports Club Villa and Vipers. That was at Chitende. I think that was among the pretty good games of the season. Yeah. Villa going on to win that one. Should have been 3-1. At Chitende, but no one really saw this coming, and the kind of football Villa played that day. Obviously not forgetting giving that special shout out to the champions in waiting, KCCA Football Club that have now clinched the 13th title, just waiting for the coronation day that will happen I think on the 4th of May against Maroons that day. Some good football they played this season. Obviously, I for one, I think they have not really played at their very best because I know what can really come out of the kind of squad they have. But even when they played at 45, 50, just like the manager, Mike Hilary Motebiore says, you feel other clubs also did not have that spark or that push.
Yeah, that is true.
That they would really give to, KCCA. That's why, they're champions. But taking nothing away from KCCA Football Club, I think they deserved it. The fact that now they are there, 60 points with 2 games to go. Nothing really beats that.
If you also talk about the games that really were interesting to watch, I talk about the Police and KCCA game in the second round. You recall, I think it ended 3-6. No, there is this one where
the first
it ended
round was 6-3.
6-3. Yes. That game was really wow. You would see KCCA had led with 4 goals to 0. Then the second half comes in and Police now gets to their foot.
Yeah.
And they start playing KCCA and everyone was like, is this the KCCA that was in the first round? Shout outs also to the Police coach. He has really done a tremendous job this season. I think Police is one of the most entertaining sides to watch. And I think with more of giving it in, we are going to see a more changed Police next season.
Yeah, my only problem with Police comes in with they have scored 41 goals and they have conceded 44 goals. Meaning, and in one, Balinya Juma has scored 19 in the 41 goals they have scored. Meaning they have a player that has scored half the goals they have scored this season, but then they concede so much. Because if you've conceded 44 goals, that means you have a goal difference of -3. So it's not pretty much good for them. But,
I think their strength is in attacking, but they are poor defensively. I think when they decide to attack, they want to go all out. I think that's where they fall vulnerable when it comes to defending. Because if you're all out and they start attacking you, and I think most of their goals that have been scored are from counterattacks, which is one of their weaknesses, and they're also not that good in defending set pieces. I think as somewhere they need to work on next season.